All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to look at a powerful framework, a new way of thinking that might just change how you see, well, pretty much everything, from your own mind to the future of AI.
So, let me start by asking you something. When you look out at the world, your own life even, what do you see? Is it all just random chaos, or do you see some kind of order, a grand design behind it all? This question, it's really at the heart of everything we're about to explore.
Well, the idea we're digging into today suggests that all of existence, yeah, everything, can be boiled down to this constant push and pull between two fundamental opposites, what we're going to call randomness and structure.
Okay, so check this out. On one side, you've got randomness. Think free will, gut feelings, intuition, it's pure, infinite potential. And on the other side, that's structure. This is the calculated deterministic stuff, things neatly sorted into boxes and categories. So, let's really unpack randomness for a second. Imagine it as the universe in its rawest form. It's totally untamed. It's where creativity comes from, where anything is possible. It's open-ended, a bit messy, and just packed with an infinite amount of information. And then you have structure. Now, structure is how we try to make sense of all that chaotic randomness, right? We create rules, we build models, we sort things into categories. But, and this is so important, every single time we create structure, we lose information. It's unavoidable. Think about it like this. A super high-res photo, that's randomness. It's got all the tiny details, the texture, everything. Now, a low-res pixelated version of that same photo, that's structure. You get the main idea, for sure. But all that beautiful nuance, it's gone. But look, this isn't just some big, abstract idea about the universe. No. This tug-of-war is happening inside you, inside me, every single day. It's right there in our own minds. You can see this conflict playing out all over the place. You know that personality trait of being open to new experiences? That's your randomness side. And that part of you that loves logic and reasoning? Pure structure. Even that feeling of free will, that's us tapping into randomness. Meanwhile, all our habits, our routines, the automatic things we do, that's the structure we've built for ourselves over the years. And get this, it even explains how we learn things. Think about picking up any new skill, anything at all. When you're a total beginner, a novice, you start with structure. You have to. You learn the rules, you memorize the steps, you put everything in its proper category. But what happens when you become an expert? You start moving into randomness. You develop a feel for it, an intuition. You see the shades of gray, the exceptions to the rule. You operate from a place that's way beyond that rigid beginner's playbook. Okay, so this brings us right up to today, because this ancient conflict between chaos and order is playing out on a massive global scale. And the battleground? It's this incredible collision between two totally different ways of knowing. So on one hand, you've got something like spirituality. This is the ultimate expression of randomness. It's all about transforming yourself, about pushing your limits inward, exploring a realm that you can't really put into words or models. And on the other hand, you have artificial intelligence. AI is the ultimate structure. It's all about transforming the world, pushing our limits outward. And its whole goal is to create a model for absolutely everything. And this is where things get, a little scary. The crazy fast rise of AI, this ultimate form of structure, it brings with it a real and immediate danger. And I'm not talking about an army of killer robots. It's something much, much sneakier. This quote from our source really just nails it. When we put our decision-making into the hands of algorithms, we are already losing our liberty and volition. See? The danger isn't some far-off future thing. It's happening right now. Every time we let an app or an algorithm choose for us, we're handing over a tiny piece of what makes us human. I mean, think about the perfect everyday example, Google Maps. It's amazing, right? A total masterpiece of structure. It gets us where we need to go efficiently. But what's the trade-off? We're literally losing our innate ability to navigate. We've traded a fundamental human skill for the convenience of an algorithm. So, here's the core of the problem we're facing. The structure of computer algorithms is getting better and better to the point where it's starting to outperform the randomness of our own human decision-making. And why is that? It's simple, really. Computers can process way more complexity than our brains ever could, and that forces us into this really tough trade-off. Do we want the efficiency and practicality of the machine, or do we want to hold on to the individuality and, the messiness of being human?
So this isn't just about new tech. This is about evolution.
We are right now standing at a crossroads that is going to define the next chapter for humanity. And it forces us to ask some really deep, maybe uncomfortable questions. Like, does nature or evolution actually care about humans? Or is it just a game of survival of the fittest attributes? Does it matter if those attributes belong to a person or something else? And that, of course, leads to the biggest, most mind-bending question of all. Could it be that AI, our own creation, this ultimate structure, could it be the better species the universe was trying to create all along? As we race ahead, trying to perfect our external technology, our AI, the challenge being presented here is that we can't forget to develop our internal human technology, our spiritual side, our consciousness. Maybe the way forward isn't to try and compete with AI's incredible structure. Maybe it's to double down on our own unique capacity for randomness, our intuition, our creativity, our awareness. So what does it really mean to be human when our brand of intelligence isn't the only game in town anymore? That's the question we're all left to figure out.